to the late night show here on Northwest Bourbon. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you being here, especially those that are here live. Tonight we are going to play one of my favorite drinking game. And that's where you give somebody something that they don't know what it is, and they try to guess what it is. And it's just a friendly drinking game type competition. And guess who we've got here today? We have got Baker Drinks in the house. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good evening.
It's going great.
Just kind of getting everything sorted here.
Oh, yep. Yeah, let's not waste any time. I'm gonna go ahead and get these poured up. They're still in the baggies that you handed them to me in, because I didn't want you to think I was back here like sniffing them and sniffing bottles.
Yeah,
getting a leg up. Oh goodness. All right, so what I put stickers on my glasses with the lighters on them. That way I don't get distracted, set one down in the wrong order, and screw myself up.
You've done this a time or two?
Yeah. And I've definitely gotten bottles or glasses mixed up before, but it only took one time for me to learn that lesson.
Well, we didn't learn that. We are going to just try not to mix them up.
Now, have you guys done a blind battle before?
We just with ourselves. We've never done it with someone. So
really,
this will be interesting.
No, that's awesome. I'm all excited.
And we did a little warm up type thing, and this is going to be difficult because I couldn't tell the proof whatsoever in our warm up. So everything tasted really hot.
I just hit the microphone there.
Oh goodness! Hey, thank all you guys that are in the chat already. Bentley's in the house. Can't trust those Baker Drinks, fellas. Yeah, man. Total wine lotteries. Lee is in the house. What's up, Lee? Good to see you, buddy. Tater Dom, what's up? What's up? Troy, Laura, Mark. Pitch hitter, Whiskey Lounge. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Tater. Cheers, Mark and all in chat. Good to be back on Whiskey Tube. Absolutely. It's good to see you again, Adam. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. What you got on my 40? Cheers, Mark and Baker. So, what's up, Mark Emmenecker? Good to see you, buddy. John, what's up, man? Hey, so any of you guys, not to insult anybody's intelligence, but if there's anybody out there that's not familiar with the way that we do the blinds here, is I've got a score sheet that I've already sent to them. And so I have 4 samples from them. They have 4 samples from me. It is up to you guys if you guys are going to team up against me or if you guys are going to compete against each other as well to not share. Because I sent you guys 2 score sheets. That way you guys could play separately.
We're definitely playing separately.
Yeah.
We're very competitive.
But just like any other drinking game, this isn't for anything else but laughs and good times and sharing good whiskey with like-minded individuals. But so what we're going to do is on each one of the samples, we're going to try to guess if it's a bourbon or a rye. And if you get that correct, it is worth 1 point. Then you're going to try to guess if it is finished or not. Now, it doesn't matter if it's finished in a double barrel, toasted barrel, wine barrel, peat, it doesn't matter. If it is a finished whiskey, yes or no, that is also worth 1 point. Guessing the proof. Okay, so I give bonus points the more close you are to it. If you are within, if you're within 10 points of the proof, so if it's 100 and you guess 90 or 110, if you're within 10 points, you get 1 point. If you're within 5 points, you get 3 points. And if you're within 1 point, then it's worth 5. Then distillery. And you can try to play smart, hedge your bet, whatever you want to call it. If your guess on distillery is a yes, then you get 3 points for it. So if you guess Knob Creek and it's a Knob Creek, then you get 3 points. If you guess Beam and it's a Knob Creek, you still get 3 points. You guys have any questions on that? The score sheet?
No, makes sense.
Awesome.
I think we can handle that.
Yep, I knew you could. So all you guys watching at home, it is just a good time had by all. Marvin's in the house. What's up? Oh, I missed Tracy coming in. What's up, Tracy? Good to see you. Of course, Sean, Lee are in the house. Marvin. How's the Baker drink? Saw
Awesome.
this morning. Yes, that was an awesome video this morning. And if you guys are not already subscribed to Baker Drinks, I have already put their link in the video description, and you can check that out and click on it, subscribe, and then come right back here so you don't miss the game.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, do you guys have a Janet Jackson glass? A control.
Nope.
All right, so when I play this, I usually have a control glass whiskey with me, and so just some people do it other ways, whether it's MGP or not, Wild Turkey or whatever. So I have a in my Wisdom glass, which is different from all the glasses that are my Glens with the stickers on them for this thing. So I have Knob Creek because it's a 100 proof beam product. And so I have this as like my kind of my control. It regulates. This is what 100 proof is at. It helps me kind of gauge. And so in blind battles, it is totally within the rules to have a control glass. And if you're doing a lot of chatting about stuff in between, you have something to drink that's not one of the samples as well. So you guys feel free to grab a control glass. And I'm going to start calling it my Janet glass to see if that catches on.
There's a couple glasses up here.
I took a few weeks off to hang out with fam, renovating the kids with me. Awesome. Nice stuff. What's up, Cheech? Hey, it's good to see you, Cheech. Cheers, buddy. All you sex and bourbon peeps.
We actually won another Total Wine lottery today. We got
Are
an
you
email that we won
4 in a row.
We are getting the Michter's 10-year rye.
Marvin said just guess makers on all 4 of them. You'll do fine.
I thought about, well,
put a sticker on
I'm not going to
these so
say
we
what
don't
I thought about
confuse them.
sending you, but
I feel like an idiot for 10 minutes. Here record was not enough. Well, that sucks. Tully's in the house. What's up, Tully? Good to see you, buddy. So all of you guys that are watching,
Put that on A.
holy crap! Oh, you guys froze for a second there. I got really worried. So all you guys watching, once we are done with the blind, then I will open up the bar. I'll put the link in the chat so anybody can jump on and join us once we are done with the blind battle. And I'm not going to do it beforehand because we've got to get through this blind because we do not have all night. Yep. Well, Laura and I both have to work in the morning, so can't be getting wrecked.
We've learned from you, and we're putting stickers on them now.
Nice. Back to get wrecked. All respect to those that break their neck to keep the hose in check. I like your guys' drink wrap toppers.
Or what?
Your plastic toppers on your bottles, it's like super official.
It's easier than like plumber's tape or something.
It says L1F. Yep, leave it to the innocent observations of a child. Absolutely. It's my favorite Samoan barkeep. Oh, Ben Demon Hunter. Cheers from Ben of the North. What's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. Jerry's in the house. What's up, Jerry? Good to see you. Mr. Jiggs. Derek Patton's in the house. What's up, Derek? Good to see you. If you hang out until we're done with this blind, I'm going to open it up and you guys can all jump on. And that includes you, Z-Man. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, man, love you guys are all saying hi to each other. Just good whiskey community stuff going on here. It's freaking awesome. John, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, I'm going to get these poured. All right, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put A in the glass that says A on it. All right, so you guys, I sent you guys some of the Jack Daniels as well. That way you guys can try it. And I gave you enough that you could do a review on it if you're not able to find yourself a bottle. If you want
Yeah.
to.
I was pretty excited to see that and then to see another bottle of it.
Yeah, I heard a little rumor that that's gonna become a permanent offering, but you know how rumors are.
Yeah, we actually, the same day that you hand delivered those samples to us, we got like the email press release from Jack Daniels saying
They
it's
said it
going
was
to be
a permanent release, right?
permanent offering as a travel exclusive. So looks like we're going to have to travel to get it, or maybe find somebody that has access to a PX or something.
Yeah, like how this one is on base every time I go there, every time. And so if this guy becomes available on base every time I go there, then I could certainly find a way to smuggle one of those down your way. All right, so I'm gonna cheers you with my control. Cheers, guys! Thanks for being on the show. Let's get ready to have some fun.
Our pleasure. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I don't think I missed anybody in the chat. You guys have water too?
Yes, I do. I remembered that. Didn't remember the control whiskey.
Hey, now we know.
Good. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get on to glass A. Cheers, guys.
What?
Marvin, are you getting crunk tonight?
Yellow, right?
A is yellow.
Okay.
It's on your left. We're going left to right.
Well, that smells good. Got no complaints about that. Ooh.
So if you guys haven't caught previous blind battles I have on my show, I have a theme going to where I've had Adam on a couple times. I've had Vic on. I've had Jason Norseman on. And my theme is that I bring somebody on and I lose. And so if you guys are willing to continue that tradition.
I think there's a possibility that can happen.
Nice.
I'll just throw the game just for you. Or wait.
No.
He's saying
you lose. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Might break
I have literally lost. I have lost every single time I've brought somebody on to do a battle.
Well,
I second guess myself a lot, so that is a problem with me with this kind of thing.
So are we just nosing, or are we drinking as well?
No, you are feel
Do
free
your thing.
to start drinking away.
Oh, geez, I almost dropped it and spilled it. We were going to have to share whiskey.
And you guys saw it after each one of the samples, there's a notes section. So any flavor notes, anything it reminds you of, there's plenty of room to make little notes on there. That way, when it comes to the reveal, you can be like, oh, man, I said that. And, yeah. Good time.
Oh, gosh. The problem is when things taste familiar, I think it's more difficult than when I have no idea what they like. I've never had it before.
Ooh. Yeah, that one's got like a.
What did I put down? Hey, you chose not to work with me.
Oh, is he looking at your paper? Do I have to separate you two?
She was trying.
I just want some hints here.
I got it hidden now.
That one has like a really light maraschino cherry. Like you didn't eat the cherry. Like you drank a little sip of the juice from inside the jar. Like,
I mean, that's
not really heavy cherry, but it's really, really light. Now, is there just spoiler alert, there's kind of not just a theme, but like a way that I set up the flight for you guys in the order that I did for a reason. Just to give you guys a extra.
That was nice of you to have a reason for how you did it. Ours was kind of random.
Not that we'll figure out what we did. It's not going to help us.
Ours was just, here's 4 bottles.
Ours was like, I mean, it's kind of organized, but kind of random. You'll get it at the end. Or I mean, we kind of underhanded it to you. I think you'll probably figure it out well before the end.
That smells really familiar.
Are we on to B?
If you want to be.
Are you working your way through?
No, I'm still on A because there's a part of it I'm trying to figure out.
Gotcha.
But feel free to move at your own pace. I don't micromanage. I don't have a stopwatch, nothing like that.
I can see how I would. Thanks for putting a sticker on, because look at that. I already switched the order in my hand.
Oh, did you?
So it was a good thing we put stickers.
Oh. I think B is more like what I wrote down for A. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself that these are something.
Oh yeah, I hear second you're guessing yourself works really well. What's up, Shredward? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for jumping in. Big Vic also snuck in. I didn't see it. Good to see you. Oh, and so did the Joker, the rabble rouser. Whiskey Wisdom's in the house too. What's up, Matt? Good
Cheers,
to see
Matt.
you. Dude, I watched you guys on his show. I can't wait to do it.
It's a lot of fun.
Dude, yeah, it looked like a freaking blast.
Sounds like coconut to me.
I'm
It's very confusing. No, you don't get water. You didn't bring water in. It's my water.
You're about to spill D.
You're going to contaminate my water. Oh, I like the way B smells. Bravo smells really good.
You like the way the B smells?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. C is a bit of a curveball.
Are you saying A and B were easy?
No.
I'm really second guessing myself now then.
Yes, we're guessing if it's a rye or a bourbon, if it is finished or not, guessing the proof and guessing the distillery. 4 categories, tons of points could be had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 total points maximum per pour. It's a lot of points.
I just hope I can at least get like bourbon or rye. Like the rest of them I don't care as much, but I just want to get the bourbon or rye part correct.
So far, I feel like we're drinking whiskey.
You are spot on, man. I think you cheat. I think when I showed my score sheet, because I have your answers written in. Ooh. I think that one has a higher proof than A. B does. It's a lot deeper, darker flavor characteristics. A lot darker than A. Man, I like that one.
Preference. That's the problem. I usually just pick which one I like more. I like B more than A.
I start off with, do I like this or do I not like this?
That's not one of the questions.
I know. And then, I have to make some guesses after that.
Set up. You know what? We drank Wild Turkey 101 before this.
That's
Just because we were worried it was going to be in there.
no, that's a great. That's a great control glass. I've used Wild Turkey as my control a few times because if in the flight there's any variant of turkey or Russells or anything like that, I'm like, whoa, okay, this might be a thing.
Oh, you're just cruising right along. You got all your answers in too?
I'm like writing some preliminary stuff down
okay.
here. I don't want to lose my train of thought as I progress through.
Oh, okay.
I'm old. I don't remember things very long.
I still see that your notes are covered.
Of course. And I see you have chicken scratch.
Mm.
Mm.
That one's confusing.
Mm. Well, whatever D is, it's pretty tasty too.
Oh, you're already on D.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just like cruising through these.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
It's like when you're taking those multiple choice tests and they're like, stick with your first answer and move on. Don't linger too long.
Yeah.
I'm
Talk
doing
yourself out of your instincts.
Yeah. And then I'll go back through the other way. And
Wild Turkey 101 makes you silly. What's old, Pirate? It's good to see you, bud. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. What is it? Sneaky booger. Yep. All right, so Troy Nimrax, aka Adam, wants some tasting notes.
I'll give you some on C here. It's it smells a lot like butterscotch, and I was really expecting to like it, and then it tasted like perfume. So
I think you need to cleanse your palate.
So those are my tasting notes for that one.
Oh man,
I think
it was really great. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't.
No, C is buttery, mapley.
It smells good.
It smells really good. And I don't want to give you too much, but it smells like a very specific genre.
I know what you're talking about, and I get that same thing, but then I'm trying to get the distillery here, and I can't figure out that because it's
Gotcha.
It's a little funky, little
Wait till you get
grassy or something.
What, you got a grassy note on one of those?
I did not.
I did. But it's like mixed with perfume, so it's a very confusing flavor.
D has me all kinds of confused.
What's up, Alex? Welcome. Good to see you, bud. Welcome to the craziness. We're doing a blind battle. I'm getting on Charlie right now. Cheers. Whoa. That is way different. Coming off of Bravo, dude, Charlie is weird.
I set him up that way.
A, B, C. Okay, that way. Yeah, I could see that being a strange.
It's definitely not as old. Definitely not as proofy.
It's a tactical order.
Oh, we planned it.
I put some thought into that. She thinks I didn't, but I did.
So much thought that after, like yesterday, he was saying, "Did we write down what the bottles were?"
I had them set up on the table in order, and she put them away. But I did write it down.
Okay, I was gonna say they say communication is key. He said, "Was there a niner?" That's some good old David Spade humor right there. Is that a niner? Tommy boy. It's good stuff. I appreciate all you guys being here.
Are you already done?
I'm working on my bottle for D.
Are they 4 of the same classes, and we're just convincing ourselves there's something else?
Well, if they are, it got wildly different as I drank through them.
Oh, I like that. Was my favorite.
Yeah, it's really good, but it's kind of throwing me for a loop. I feel like these are all very close to something we own too. They're all very familiar.
Yeah, I can totally see that. None of the ones I sent you should be just like out of left field. I've never had anything like this before in my life.
This tastes very familiar.
I know, right? I'm having a real hard time placing a bottle though.
Oh, I never can place a bottle. Unless it's Buffalo Trace. I can tell you none of these are Buffalo Trace. With confidence.
Oh, she said with confidence.
With confidence.
She
That's
thinks
like
she's like the Buffalo Trace truffle pig.
That's like the only thing that I can pick out. Everything else is like whatever.
Truffle pig. That's great.
I used to be pretty good at picking out like Brown Foreman in general. But I found a few other distilleries that have a very similar nose to the Brown Foreman stuff. So I'm not as confident anymore.
Yeah, if you if anywhere in the nosing and the palate I get a hint of banana bread with walnuts on it, I'm like, is that Brown Foreman? Yeah. I definitely do that.
The meatloaf we had for dinner is not helping my palate here.
That was several hours ago.
No, I just got a flavor. It's still around.
Yeah, you don't prep up by eating a bunch of jalapenos, and smoking a pack of menthols,
right?
And your control should not be a heavily peated scotch.
Oh,
no
art
bag.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Oh, I forgot to tell you. One other thing I like to do is rank them of preference.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles between us, which ones you like the most? Because what I usually do is in the blind, just to give another free chicken, is if you came over and if you haven't had it before, this is one of the ones I would want you to try to see if you like it.
Okay. Oh.
I see you put that water out of my reach.
Well, it's because I didn't want to knock over my glasses.
Wait. The menthol is messing up my palate. Dang it. It was probably them. Let me tell you. Nice and relaxing. Nice, dude. Yep. Hope you're doing good, Lee. Love the Baker Drinks backdrop. Great job, you too. Yeah, dude. You guys you've done a killer job on your backdrop.
We've got your little Northwest bourbon thing right here. It's just really small, so you can't see it very well.
The bottle stopper.
Yeah.
So all this stuff that's on the wall back here is stuff that's been sent to us from other channels. So we like to share our friends with everybody.
Oh yeah, I see Bad X Bobby's. Yep, I got a piece of his. I got one of his mustaches and a piece of his table too.
Yep, we got
I see that.
Whiskey nose.
Yeah, I got a whiskey nose sticker. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
that is really cool, and almost an homage to your whiskey friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the barrel staves actually came from an Elijah Craig barrel that was a single barrel store pick from a store in Portland, Oregon on Barber Street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's freaking sweet. Man, I keep going back and forth on the distillery of Charlie.
I am also stuck on C. I cannot figure out that flavor at all.
I've got a distillery/distillery, like where I'm like, it's like this or this, but those two distilleries don't really taste the same in my mind. But I'm getting notes from both of them on them. I'm moving on to D. So.
I'm back on D.
Gosh, I should know that. I feel like that's one that we like frequent. That flavor.
On which one?
D.
Oh,
D tastes very familiar and delicious.
I really like it.
So the good news is you didn't send us a bad whiskey. These are all great.
Like I said, if you came over to hang out and drink whiskey, if one of those were ones that you hadn't tried before, I would want you to try it. Whoa. There is a note on the palate of D that surprised me.
Actually, had to have a little sip of that earlier today because I was like, I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Oh, D was kind of our curveball.
Yeah, it smells dark and rich, like almost molassesy, and then you get like this strong peach note in the middle of your palate. It comes out of nowhere. It's crazy. I'm like, whoa, did someone put a peach in my pecan pie? Like, what the?
I can't think of a bottle for D. I'm just gonna like randomly pick something. I think.
Well, I can't think of a bottle for any of them. So
There is a Wild Turkey and a Four Roses. That's Derek's guess.
Four Roses was actually one of our warm-ups as well.
Oh yeah,
it didn't taste like that.
We did a 110 proof
It's like 106.
OBSO pick.
Did not taste like
Octomore
that.
went over 330. Goodness gracious.
Oof.
How much is it here? Is it like 300?
I
200?
want to say in the twos.
I feel like it's in the twos.
I mean, it's probably well over 400 at some places in Washington.
And then when you add tax into it,
Or
it might be 330.
20.5% sin tax.
Yeah, like I said before, I swear they do that because they hate us. And the part I hate about that is there's no accountability of where all the pot shops are getting millions of dollars a year, the alcohol taxes are getting millions of dollars a year, and there's just no accountability of where that goes.
Also, our prices are just higher here for some reason on top of the tax. Because so we won that Total Wine lottery again, and I posted a picture of us winning this this Michter's 10-year rye, and someone from California messaged me, and he was like, hey, I got that same email today, and he screenshot and sent me a picture of his email, and it was like $50 cheaper.
Like 75.
$75 cheaper before tax. I'm like, what the heck? It's this owned by the same store.
Yeah, there's and just a completely out of nowhere, like $2.50 liter tax on top of it, like for just absolutely no reason, just to rub salt in the moon. Yeah, don't trust Derek; he's not drinking the same rules. Tax is the death. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Lee, if you're still in here, and I think you are because he just commented. Thursday next week, I believe we're heading up to Bellevue to pick up that bottle, and we'll probably swing out to see you if you're working.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't make it up that way often enough.
And it's much closer for you.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get up that way often enough. And I want to see Lee more often. That is...
Oh, he's off Thursday. Dang it.
Dang. So, Derek, we're Washington also. So.
Yeah. We do a lot of our hunts in Oregon, though, because we're right on the border. And Oregon is a control state, and it's also tax-free. So we find stuff a little cheaper there. It's just harder to find stuff there.
So, oh, I forgot to ask Bentley, where are you at? Where are you at, Bentley? I'm just giving wild ass guess. Yeah, we know, Derek. You're good, buddy. No, we're just giving our own wild ass guesses. Like I said, I've never won my own game, ever. It's just for fun. I call them freedom tax just in case any courts must F around and find out why we don't have freedom. Yeah. I need to go see Lee too.
Did you put?
Oh, the wonderful land of Kent. Oh my goodness, Bentley. You know what? I think you and I have talked about Kent. Now that you say that, I remember that because Kent is a whole different story, man. Kent has character. We can say that, and it depends very, very much on what part of Kent, because Kent is a very large city, and there's great, like, huge differences between the suburban areas, the industrial areas, and all that. Like Kent's wild. I just don't want to deal with the traffic.
Yeah, the further north I drive, the worse that traffic seems to get.
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty convinced Delta's awry around that proof, and man, there's that distillery just keeps jumping out of my head. Kent is the home of anything illegal you can find. Yeah, dude, you can find anything in Kent. Character means gunshots. Worst case scenario, we drink. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know that I'm getting any points. But you know what? I'm having fun.
Well,
I ain't straight out of Compton. I'm straight out of
here.
Talk like a sailor. Drink like a fish. The only words of wisdom are... All right, so I'm almost...
I think Mark's going to win, Troy's going to get second, and I will get third. That's my guess.
I think we're all winners here.
I am enjoying the whiskey. I am enjoying
100% we are all winners. That is definitely a rye. And that, dude, going back to C from D. Oh, snaps.
So can confirm that there may or may not be a rye in that batch.
Yeah, no, I know. So while I'm figuring out I've got everything written down except for the distillery guess on C and D. All the other spaces are filled in. So while I'm figuring that out, do you guys want to tell everybody what do you got coming up soon on your channel? Like, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
So Saturday at 5 Pacific, we will be having our 1,000 subscriber celebration live stream. There's going to be some giveaways. We're going to have some guests. I heard Mark from Northwest Bourbon might make an appearance.
Oh, I love that dude.
Yeah, we typically put out videos like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, little bonus video like a hunt or something on Saturdays. But right now there's so many bottles coming out that we're either having to do like 2 bottles in one video, or we're just releasing extra content. As you saw today, we put out that Ryder Cup video, so we just opted to give every bottle its own limelight, I guess, and we're just putting out some extra content.
Yeah, but we're at least giving away a let's see, an Eagle Rare, a Henry McKenna 10, and a Blanton's. So
and we're going to have some special pours that we're drinking, and somebody's going to get a flight of what we have during the celebration.
Yeah, so it should be a good time.
Yeah. So, Derek, if you click on the video description, I already gone down and put their link in there. The apartment's full of SWAT. Well, yeah, if you're in Kent, you have SWAT at your apartment at least once a year. Big League Bourbon, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Who's Northwest Bourbon? Never heard of that guy. Dude, he is... He's a pretty good guy.
Grenade. It totally is, Lee. But you know what? It gets people to come watch.
Just started Whiskey Journey last. Love watching you guys from Tacoma. Big Cat 253. What's up? We're in T-Town up there. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Send me an email at northwestbourbon@gmail.com. Follow on Instagram, same handle. And if you want to try samples of some crazy stuff, I can see if you want to. That way you don't have to buy a bunch of like full bottles yourself. If you're interested in trying something, I can let you have a sample of it. And that way, if you like it, then you buy the bottle. Know what I'm saying? Like anything I can do to help you on that bourbon journey, buddy. It's good stuff. Is the battle done yet? Fucking Eeyore over here. What's up, Bourbon? I love you, man. Dude, Bourbon is freaking awesome. Almost done.
Are you locked in on everything, Laura?
Sure, because I didn't really have answers, so it should locked in on the no answers. You know, would you?
Oh yeah, I ranked them as well. I was like, I need to rank them. Oh, I ranked them.
So, okay, aside from the 1,000 subscribers celebration on Saturday, what else?
Just like 4 to 6 other videos a week.
Yeah, so I think tomorrow night we'll be on live with Whiskey Wisdom. Sean from Echoes in Eternity Bourbon has sent out to, I don't know, a handful of people another blind. So we're going to be on after Matt's regular show, which starts, I think, 6 Pacific. And then we'll be on with a panel, kind of like Ask Scott Awards style, where we're all drinking through these 6 samples and giving our notes and ranking them and whatnot. That'll be a lot of fun. Then Saturday, like I said, we got our live. And then back to just regularly scheduled content next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific. Those videos drop. And we usually do a review on Monday, some kind of a wild card Wednesday, and then a list video on Fridays.
Nice. No, you guys have a great schedule pumping out that content that is consistent. I like how you do that.
Yeah,
I got a minty note on D the last time I went to it that I didn't get before, and it totally threw off my distillery guest.
Yeah, Troy has us on a schedule. This notebook he's got next to him has all his ideas and our schedule for the next 2 months, and so we've got plenty of content to come out with because he keeps us on track.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of OCD like that. I got that from the military. I'm sure you're the same way.
Oh, absolutely. I've learned that having a very consistent schedule really helps bring my stress levels down.
Yes.
It's a lot of expectation management, which is actually really good for kids, because if children think that something's going to happen and then it doesn't, they get really frustrated really quick because they're children. They don't know how to deal with it. And so me handling my own operational stress and PTSD by having a very consistent schedule also helps raise better little humans. And it's fucking great. I love it. I mean, it's hard sometimes, but...
Oh, yeah. We used to just kind of fly by the seat of our pants, and Laura,
I was running it.
Laura would come home from work, and I'm like, "Hey, you haven't had a video out in like a week. What's up?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll go film something." and now it's planned, and we're actually, like 3 weeks ahead. It's all filmed, it's all edited, it's all uploaded to YouTube, just scheduled, ready to go. So, it kind of relieves some of the stress, and we can take a little vacation if we want.
All right, Jason is checking in from Woodinville. Big fan of both bottles. Baker Drinks and Northwest Bourbon. Jason, good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Anything that we can do to help you along the way? I tried raising little humans. Turned out feral. Oh, Adam, that's hilarious. Love it.
I mean, we're big fans of Woodinville too, so.
Yeah.
I love how many bottles you can reach from behind that curtain.
I love it. People are like, he just reaches behind that curtain and magic happens.
I don't have anything behind my curtain.
Man, the notes on those last two are freaking killing me because, like I said, one was peaches and molasses, and then I went back to Charlie, got some new stuff, and I was like, "Oh, is it Sagamore or Russell's? They don't taste alike, but I'm getting both of them in this glass." And then went back to Delta, and then all of a sudden it was minty, and I was like, "You were not minty before."
So maybe we did trick you.
Where did that mint come from?
Yeah, so Alpha and Bravo were pretty straightforward, but Charlie and Delta have a lot going on, and going back and forth between those two does not help. I'm just saying. And so those are gonna be just like, I'm gonna throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, kind of a deal.
And you know what? That tracks with the way I planned it. So.
Oh,
you planned it. He has it well planned.
And Chris, you let us know how that Larceny C923 turns out. We picked it up yesterday.
It's actually sitting right.
It's sitting right.
Elijah Craig,
that's the Elijah Craig. The Larceny's sitting right beside it. We picked up both of the C923s yesterday on a hunt down in Oregon. Weren't even looking for them. We just stumbled into them, so that was cool.
Yeah, he dragged me to a store to get another Russell's Reserve.
There was
single barrel.
There was a store in Portland that had a Russell's single barrel pick, which is like my precious. I didn't tell her what we were going there for. We showed up, it was there, and guess what? This other stuff was there too.
Yeah, you're like, we walk in, he's like, "You're never gonna guess what we're here for," and it was like this big display right when we walk in. Like, oh, okay.
They had cases and cases of Russells.
All right, so let's do some back and forth action. Tell me what your guesses on A were first, and then I'll do the bottle reveal, and then I'll tell you my guesses on A. Then you do the bottle reveal, and we'll just like hot potato it like that. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right.
Ladies first?
No, I need just 1 second. I erased something,
You've
and
had
now I
all
have
this
to,
time.
I have to write something.
We've been talking for 20 minutes.
I erased it.
All right. I guess I'll start and she can write while we're starting. So I had it as a bourbon.
Okay.
I had it non-finished.
What? Okay. Good.
I had 94 proof, and I had Jack Daniel's single barrel, the black label.
Okay.
All
right. So, yep.
I'll go too. So I said it was bourbon, not finished, 90 proof. And then I just put Maker's Mark for everything that I didn't know. So Maker's Mark.
I thought that was a scribble. That's an MM.
That was awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, so oh my goodness. Dude, Lori, you got mad points. All right, so this is the Woodford Reserve wheat.
Oh.
And so it is a bourbon. It is not finished. Both of you guys got 1 point for each of those. It is 90.4, so you were within 1 point
Yes.
And so that means you got 5 points.
Nice.
Now it's 90.4. So technically 94 is within 3 points.
Yeah, there you go. And so, are we going with Brown Foreman?
Sorry, it's within 5. Sorry.
No.
You got
It's
3
within 5,
points
so it's
because
3
within
points.
5, right?
Yep. So are we
You
going
got
Brown
3
Foreman
points
there?
because it's within 5. So it's not Makers and it's not JD, so neither one of you got points for that.
But it is
But
Brown
so
Foreman.
1,
You're trying to cheat here.
so it's 5 and 7, right? So Lauren, you got 7 and Troy got 5.
That's
So
what
I
I
That's
got.
what I have. Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
So what'd you put for A?
I put that it was a rye, not finished, 105 MGP.
Well, you're
It's not too bad here.
not terrible.
So it is a bourbon. So
Okay.
you missed that, but it is
It's a curveball.
Remus highest rye.
It's the highest rye.
So
It's 49% rye.
It's barely a bourbon. But it is MGP, so you got that because it's Remus.
So it is like the highest rye you can have a bourbon without it being
It absolutely is.
Yeah,
Isn't that good?
Horse shit, got it.
It's 109 proof, so I don't remember what you said, but this is 109.
I said 105, and so I'm within
You're 4
5, so I
points
got
off.
3.
There you go. Nice. That's a
And
good
it's
pour,
not
isn't
finished.
it? It's not finished.
Not finished.
And it is MGP, so that's 3. So I got 7.
That's pretty good.
Nice. All right, bravo.
So bravo. I had a bourbon, not finished, 100 proof, and I had either Old Forester 100 or 1897.
You said 100?
100, yeah.
And you said Old Forester?
Either the 100 or the 1897, which is also 100.
See, I said bourbon, not finished, 95 proof, and Knob Creek.
I think Knob Creek's 100.
I don't care. They don't have to match. I can make stuff up.
I got you. This is your game.
Hold on. Bentley said he's headed to Portland tomorrow. Where is said RR pick?
It's Rose City Liquor. It's on Gleason.
Okay.
Just go to the OregonLiquorSearch.com. Go scroll down to Russell's Single Barrels, and you just look at the number they have. It'll be the one with the absolute most number, and they had over 100 when I looked. So
nice.
And it's an off-profile Russell's pick. It's really good.
Oh, you got the Michters. That's awesome, dude. Good job.
So he got Michter's bourbon. We got the Michter's rye.
I've heard
Sounds
that
good.
bourbon is fantastic. I
Good
heard
night.
it's
Hey, good
older
night.
than 10 years.
Good night, Mark Immenecker. Thanks for being here, buddy. How does Baker Drinks keep slicing down wine?
I don't know.
We spend too much money there. That's how.
That's probably it. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got bourbon for both of you, not finished for both of you, 100 proof versus 95 proof, and Old Forester versus Knob Creek.
I mean, it's not. It was so confusing because it smelled like coconut.
Rebel 10.
That does not smell like ours.
It's 100 proof.
It is 100 proof.
Non-finished
Yep,
bourbon.
and so it's 100 proof, and so you nailed it within 1. And
I was
three
within 5.
points. 3 points if within 5, and so you got 3 points on that. And let's see, so 3 versus 5.
That was that note.
You guys both got it that it's a bourbon. Both got it that's not finished, and so it is 6 versus 4 on that one. So I know you guys know the Bourbon Baller Lee. This is the Rebel 10 that he has at his store, and he marked it down from the original. And so I've never seen a Rebel 10 at a better price than what I picked this one up at Lee's place. And so just FYI.
I always like those bottles. We have a few, but that one I was getting like a coconut
We've
flavor.
had a few. We have like half a bottle left right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
But we steer a lot of people to that bottle. We absolutely love the Rebel 10, which is, and I said it tastes very familiar.
Yeah, I was getting.
I think it's a good one.
This like coconut thing that was really good that I was enjoying, but I have never picked that up before, so it was confusing.
400% right. You did get great on that one. Hey, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Because I thought that was for sure a freaking rye. And so I guess
it's basically a boo rye.
But I find out it's 49%. I'm like, come on. Rebel 10 is crazy. Yeah, dude. The two that I've got, one is a little bit better than the other, but they're both really good. Both of them are almost 12 years old. Both of my Rebel 10s are almost 12 years old. And
so maybe we'll have to pick one up on Thursday.
Yeah. When you see a Rebel on the shelf, it's in its little black box. Mm-hmm. Open it up and look at the specs and see most of them are 11 years old at least. Anyway, so my Bravo. I was getting like some darker cocoa notes, and then it started kind of going a little weird, but I still
they're all on, of course.
I still put this as my number one. When I ranked them,
right on.
Probably the best. And so out of all of them,
FYI, I bought this bottle from Bourbon Baller Lee as well.
It's a bourbon not finished, 110 from Beam.
Well, it is. Let's see, what's the
proof? Is that Sagamore?
I heard you call this distillery out.
I did.
Sagamore. It's the 8-year.
What?
So it's unfinished rye. Proof is 111.4.
You nailed the proof on.
Oh, damn it. I was just out of the 1 point.
Yep.
I said 110 and it's 111.4.
And I heard when you were talking through that and you said Sagamore, you were getting Sagamore notes on it. I thought you nailed it.
So did I.
All right, so instead of getting within 5 points, I got within 3 points. And so I only got 4 points on that.
4 points.
Okay. Dude, I like Sagamore. They come out with some good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie.
8 years, such a good pick. So Charlie, I had bourbon finished, 96 proof, and I had Woodford Double Oak or 1910.
So pick one.
I'll say Woodford Double Oak. How about that?
Okay.
They're both double oaked.
And they're both brown.
Yes.
And they're both Brown Foreman.
You're just trying to guess your.
I don't know if you're hedging your bet because both of those are double oaked, but you said not finished. Roger that. Moving on. What do you got?
Oh, no, I said finished. I said bourbon finished 96. Woodford Double Oak.
You did say finished.
I did. Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I heard not finished bourbon. Okay, so bourbon finished 96, and you're going Woodford.
Yep.
Okay.
And I said bourbon finished, and then I said 100 proof. And I made up a bottle here because it was so okay. There's not very many notes that I get this weirdness from, and so I thought it was a larceny, but there is no larceny finished bottle that I. So we got larceny here.
It's finished 100 proof larceny. Maybe it's a weeder. There you go.
Maybe it's a weeder.
All right, no, you were hedging your bet. I get it. Okay, so it is a bourbon. It is technically finished. It is 110.1.
Oof.
Wow.
So both of you got bourbon. Both of you got finished. Neither of you got the proof. Neither of you got the distillery.
Oh, that's so sad. I had 108 and I erased it and put on.
Look at that. It is a weeder.
And I had Maker's Maker's Mark, and I erased that too. Dang it.
So it's the
Go with your gut.
23-02 edition, 121.1 Maker's Mark 46 cast strength.
Well, I didn't
Man.
like that at all. So
That was my number 2.
It was last place by far.
That has such a buttery nose on it.
Yeah, I love it. It's a buttery cherry, and I think it's fantastic. I'm sorry you didn't like it.
That's me. There's some weird. I sometimes with weeders I get weird notes, so that's why I guess larceny, because that's usually the only one I don't like. Dang it! I could have done so well.
You could have. You're still doing pretty well. Did you get any points?
Well, it's both of you got 2 points on that one.
2 points. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So on Charlie, it was a rye, not finished, 95 proof from Beam.
Well, so it is the 2023 Yellowstone limited edition.
Okay.
It is 101 proof. It is finished in Tokai.
And it's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon.
That one's a bourbon?
But you know, it is actually Stephen B. Beam as the distiller.
Well, he owns.
I say we give him a point for Beam.
It's not Jim Beam.
He said it was.
So
a Beam.
I was within 10 of the proof, so that's 1 point. Son of a.
It's a difficult one to pick up. It's like extra sweet, but it's not so much that you know that it's finished. It's just like extra sweet.
Yeah, that's the one that just kept jumping back and forth for me. Where I was like, "What is going on with you?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we know is the distillate from Beam or no?
I think it's from the Limestone branch.
So they were bought by Lux Row, which was then bought by MGP, but it does say it is Kentucky straight bourbon. So I'm assuming that either they
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, either they distilled it themselves because they're in Kentucky, or they got it from Lux Row, who distilled it, who's also in Kentucky.
Well, because those annual releases are like a special edition, so I don't know if that's what the regular Yellowstone is from.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I have no idea what is in that bottle.
And you were talking about it being young. There's actually 16 and 13-year-old distillate in there.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Did we mix up the samples? Okay.
No, that one's just all over the place.
It was a finished bourbon. I mean, it's like I said, we threw some curveballs. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I know I got 1 point for that with the within 10 of the proof. So let's go on to Delta.
So we all did bad on C.
Yeah. So this one really threw me for a loop. But I had a finished bourbon at 96 proof, and I said it was the I.W. Harper Cabernet finish.
Wait, you said finished bourbon 96. At what?
Or the I.W. Harper Cabernet finish.
All right, the I.W. Cab. Okay.
So you can convince me of things. This is why we couldn't work together, because then I would just totally. So I said it was not finished in a bourbon, 100 proof. And then I just randomly wrote down a distiller, and I picked JD, which I don't think it is, but that's what I put.
What did you put for the proof?
100.
100? Wow. That one drinks light.
Is it hot?
So you guys both got it that it's a bourbon, right?
Okay.
So you both get a point on that. It's not finished.
Oh.
And so, or you get a point on that. It's actually even 115 proof.
Oof. Wow.
You believe that?
It's really easy.
That drink, that drink was really nice.
I got like nothing left of that.
Yeah,
I drank so much of that one.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That was my number one, by the way.
Me too.
Those both your number ones.
Yes.
I just bought a backup bottle of it because after I tried it, when I had Doc Swenson's on the channel, I was like, I love this bottle. It's their blender's cut, 115 proof blender's cut.
Okay.
I really like it.
That's really good. Yeah,
I got to write that down because I'm going to need to pick up a bottle.
By far, that was number one for me. It was.
Hey, Troy, don't buy it at. If you buy it at Total Wine, you'll spend average $30 more than what you'll get it off their website.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Free chicken.
Gotcha.
You were writing. You didn't see his little dance he did for you.
So both of you got 1 point.
More importantly, I'm going to pick up a bottle of booze.
Oh, okay. So I got 2 points on that. 2 points.
I got one.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm at 15.
You got total. 1. You got 2. Yes. So right now I have 11, 12, 13, 14 versus 7, 11, 13, 15. I've got 14 versus 15 for you two. You guys got the same?
I got 15 for myself and he got 15 for himself.
Yeah. 3. I had 5 for A.
Yeah.
7 for B.
Oh, I had you 6 for B.
Was it 6?
Because you got 1 for bourbon, 1 for not finished. Then you got 5 for hitting the
6. So that would be 7.
That's 7.
Yep.
Carry on.
So 15, 15.
And then 2, and then 1. So I got worse on the ones that I liked the most.
2.
Because I ranked them D, C, B, A in that order.
So 1, 2, 3. Yep. So okay. So what I did is that on the bourbon or rye, I put a 1 for both of you guys, and I mixed it up to where you were 6 and you were 4, but it should have been 7 and 5, right?
No, I got 4.
Yeah, she went 7, 4, 2, 2, and I went 5, 7, 2, 1.
7, 4, 2, 2. Okay, gotcha. 15 and 15. How did you guys tie?
She cheated.
Off the last couple I cheated off of him.
She totally has scribbles on her paper. She waited till I said what it was first and then copied me.
So what did you get for the last one?
That it was rye, not finished, 100 proof MGP.
So you said rye.
Yep.
Not finished.
Yep.
100 proof.
Yep.
And you said MGP?
Right.
I added wrong. I did get 5.
Oh, she added
7,
wrong.
5.
She's pulling a point out of her ass right now for the win.
No, I got 16.
So this is the blackened Rye the Lightning.
Oh, okay.
It is a finished rye at 96 or 90 proof.
So it's 90. So I got 1 point for within 10.
And it's a Kentucky straight rye. It's an undisclosed distillery. This is the one specifically that I texted you about. I'm like, are we going with what's on the label or are we looking for sourcing?
Gotcha.
So threw a little celebrity at you.
7, 11, 12, 13. So I got 14.
What'd you get on the last one?
2.
2. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So I was adding your score up instead of mine. So I think I actually got 16 because you were right. I got 5 on number 2.
You did get 5 on number 2.
Yep.
And so from the way I got our scores is I'm 14, Troy's 15, and you're 16.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. Yes, you guys kept the tradition alive. I lost my own game. Oh man, I'm good at this game. So 14, 15, and 16. That's a lot of points for a blind battle. So good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. And for ranking, I put the The Sagamore is my favorite.
Okay.
What was number 1 again?
That was the
Remus. Highest rye.
Remus. I put that as number 2. And then I put Charlie as 3 and Delta as 4.
Okay. That tracks. That's about how I ranked them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I put D as first, and then B, A, C. C was just not for me.
That was the
makers.
Yeah. When she's giving me hers. So you said you like to put together a theme, or you know.
Yeah. So if you look at it, I put them in the order of proof. So I gave you the lowest proof as A, the highest proof as D. I gave you order of proof, and all of them except for the Doc Swinson's, which is local. I always give a local whenever I do a blind.
I should have known.
I always give at least one. The other 3 are all weeders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ours was like less complex than that. I went unfinished bourbon, unfinished rye, finished bourbon, finished rye.
Oh yeah.
get one of every category there.
Nice.
And I had the subtle ones follow like the big flavored ones.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. I mean, we were all within like a point of each other, and and you guys kept the tradition alive to where I keep losing on my own show. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, that was great. We appreciate you having us on.
Cheers. I'm actually surprised about the Maker's 46. So we don't have the new bottle of it. We have the old one.
The old style, yeah.
And I like that bottle a lot. So I don't know why this one smells and tastes weird to me.
Yeah.
It's what I had for dinner. Maybe it was the meatloaf.
I would have bet money that was a double oak.
Well,
no,
I wouldn't.
I would not blame yourself on that because not all batches are created equal. Just like all single barrels are not created equal. And with the newer 46s, they're actually putting the batch numbers like this is 2302. And I've seen a couple of people that have the 2301. And so they're actually labeling their batches now. And so the old ones in the old style bottle, they weren't labeling their batches. But that tells me that there were different batches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The old bottle, to me, it tasted a lot sweeter and more like a traditional. Like,
and I've seen other channels do reviews, and they all claim that they're batched. And I know Bourbon Wrench specifically. He thought that the older style bottle tasted better. I think he had the 01 batch. So
okay.
I'm probably going to go pour a little bit of ours and compare it to this.
Okay. That sounds totally reasonable. And we did pass our 2200 stop time. And so I'm going to throw the link in the chat if other people want to jump on. And just once again, thank you guys for that blind battle. It was a lot of fun. And we did the entire battle in almost exactly 1 hour. And so for it being 3 players, that's pretty good time. Usually with 2 players, I get between half hour and 45 minutes. And so that math checks out.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just stick around for a couple more minutes just so we can compare the old bottle to this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it right now, so I'll be right back.
So don't kick us out yet.
I would never kick you out.
Troy.
All right, so I pinned the link if anybody wants to jump in and hang out for a couple pours. I'm not going to stay on too late because I do got to wake up in the morning, but I'm going to hang out for a little bit and just have some whiskey with those of you out there that are looking to have some pours with some good friends because we are here so you guys don't drink alone and so that we don't drink alone, and we don't have to drive anywhere and then drive home after we've been drinking because we can drink with friends right here in the safety of our own home. Cheers to all you guys. Dude, that was a fun game.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was not expecting to do well at all. So I'm very thrilled to have won.
I am ecstatic that you won because you came in thinking that you were going to lose, and that like almost makes it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no expectations whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, bitter taste. I don't know that I got bitter. It was so on like weeded stuff in general. I get this like I'm guessing it's the wheat, but it smells like grass. And then I got on the nose, I could tell it was toasted or double oaked. It had that really sweet note that those get. So I liked the nose a lot. And then on the taste, it was like perfumey. But that could be the French oak kind of gets a perfuminess to it too. So I don't know.
See, I don't get perfumey on the French oak. I get a different flavor of spice.
What's the proof on your Makers? 40. You said it was 46 cask, right?
Yeah, 46 cask strength. This one's 110.1.
So ours is 110.3, and it's that older style bottle.
I've got one
a bit of dust on it.
With
too.
some dust on it, yeah. And ours does not smell as buttery as yours. I get the grass on that.
This one is 109.6. I got 109.6, and this is 110.3.
Okay. I heard you had a whole shelf of Makers.
I do, man.
No, I'm still getting I'm not. It's not the same. It definitely tastes different.
I love the nose on your bottle. I'm not in love with the nose on our bottle.
Yeah, there's like a like grandma melted butterscotch candies into her pound cake.
Yeah, I really like the nose.
The nose is fantastic.
I don't like the taste at all. Like at all.
They're more similar tasting than I thought they would be based on the nose. The nose is completely different.
You said you got the 103?
It's 110.3.
Yeah, 110.3. Hold on, let me catch up to you on that. So the 110.3 batch. Oh, dude, the nose is not nearly as good as that other one.
Yeah,
it's not.
The nose was very grassy to me.
I don't get grassy.
Like a fresh cut hayfield.
I don't get that at all. But it's just.
I'm getting sourdough.
It's not nearly as sweet.
The nose on your bottle that you sent us is fantastic.
Yeah, that's butterscotch and pound cake. This one, I'm getting sourdough.
So like the standard Maker's bottle, I get it's almost like a chemical or something note, and I get a hint of that in our bottle on the nose. So it smells more like the standard one. These are great tasting notes and nosing notes. You can tell we are experts at this. Chemicals and flowers.
Caramel on both. Maple taste on regular.
How do I have so much more whiskey?
None of that for me. Almost a bitter taste on the finish.
I gave you mine on that one. And I drank. This was my control.
57%. Nice.
Man, that Swenson's bottle is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Like I said, I got a bottle to drink with Jesse when he came on the show a couple of weeks ago. And after the show, I went on their website and I found that I could order a bottle for a lot cheaper than what I just bought it for at Total Wine. And so I ordered a backup.
Okay.
dang Total Wine, and that's why we keep winning, because we keep paying their crazy prices.
Yeah, freaking Total Wine. That's why I wonder if I got a bad bottle. Quite disappointed, as it seems like it. Yeah. So Big Cat, having a bad bottle is a real thing, because the first time I bought Makers 101, and I'm a huge Makers fan. And when I tried the Makers 101, I hated it. I thought it was terrible. And so I kind of put it to the side. Then one day I had a bunch of buddies over who brought a bunch of stuff. And one of the guys brought his Makers 101 bottle, and it tasted nothing like mine. And I really liked his. And I've heard of a lot of other similar stories to where there's like acetone notes or other craziness. And I've had a single barrel store pick that I ordered in the mail. And when I looked at it, there was a full spider web and a dead spider inside of it.
Oh, no.
I am telling you, not all bottles are created equal, because they go through a whole conveyor belt, old factory thing.
How did the spider get in there and survive to build a nest?
There's no quality control.
He got in there, built a nest inside the bottle. Then the whiskey went in and solidified it like freaking Jurassic Park. Because when I looked at it, I saw the full spider web with a big freaking spider in it, and I'm like, how did this pass? Who does QA? QC. Who is that guy? I want his name. I got to talk to him. That is ridiculous. I'm not making that up, on this.
But we've had bottles where the cork completely just went into pieces when we pulled it out. There were chunks floating in our whiskey. So I'm sure when we get back to that bottle, since we haven't finished it, we'll probably be this is disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I love the sound of a true cork when it comes out of a bottle. That squeak, 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 pop.
Yep.
But I feel like
wake
all bourbon.
Up the wife when you're trying not to squeak.
Yeah. I feel like just for quality control, all bourbons should switch to synthetic corks.
Isn't that what Makers has?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a synthetic cork right there.
Yes, absolutely.
Works just fine. Or even a screw top. Really, it doesn't matter.
All the real corks, you got to go around every couple of months and flip that bottle upside down and keep it moist.
Yep.
You do that?
I do that. Because
Yeah.
or else they're going to break.
Yes, they dry out.
And after they break, you got to take the bottle stopper off the wall behind you, and then you don't.
It's why I got a gallon Ziploc bag full of bottle tops.
Yes, because we've had plenty where right the first time we opened it, the cork broke or something, and it's find one that fits into this bottle.
And you would think they'd all be the same, but they're not.
It's this Sagamore. I'm looking at it. It's got numbers on it.
No, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sagamore legit
1909.
Sagamore makes some of my favorite rye that's out right now.
Yeah, I can't believe. Did you say it was a bourbon?
He did, but he was going back and forth. He's like, I get Russell's notes on this, and I get Sagamore notes on this, and he went.
Smells so good. I wouldn't off the nose out of the bottle. I would probably guess bourbon as well, especially after going after that Remus highest rye. That's a bourbon that smells and tastes like a rye. Yeah.
I'd said before the Sagamore Double Oaked is the perfect rye to give someone who loves bourbon but doesn't really like rye to kind of ease that transition, to introduce them to what a good rye could be. It's a gateway rye.
Yes.
Sagamore Double Oak rye is the best transition rye that there is, I think. But yeah, when I tasted that, I was just going back and forth. And fuck, what did I say? Sagamore / dude, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think that would probably have been a better transition to rye for us than we had Whistle Pig, so we forced ourselves to drink it until we liked it. And that is probably not a very good transition to rye.
Yeah, so we had the Saz, Baby Saz, and we had the Whistle Pig 10. Those were the first 2 ryes that we tried.
Oh, and we had the Four Roses single barrel, or the Four Roses
small batch select
that tastes more like a rye than a lot of ryes, even though it's bourbon. So that one, we had to force ourselves.
We just forced ourselves to drink it till we liked it.
It only took one night, really. You drink it enough in one night, and suddenly it tastes good.
One of those late nights where you're drinking too much and listening to music and getting all sentimental.
No, so that's one of the things. The small batch select. The first bottle I ever had from this, my friends Charred and Twisted gave it to me for my birthday, and I loved it. It was great. And so when I was coming towards the end of that bottle, I saw it on base. I bought a backup, and this one is not nearly as good as the one they gave me. And so it's a small batch select. Not all are created equal. This one is much more minty.
Okay.
There's a lot more
mint. Like ours was very
minty. I got Crest toothpaste on the first one that we got.
Right, and I don't like that one.
Yeah. And then we put it away for several months and revisited it, and it was like butterscotch.
Yeah, it was strange.
Really?
It was such a transition.
Troy, I missed whatever Matt picked up.
Yeah, Matt, I've glossed over a few. Yep, there's been a few of them tonight to where I was like, oh man, there's such a good joke in there, but I'm not gonna
I mean, when he was smelling the bee earlier, I made kind of a joke, but I'm not that clever, Matt.
Yeah, I caught it. I
didn't catch
You're
it.
like, so you like smelling the bee, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the live stream because Laura and I both have to go to work in the morning. But all you guys joining us live, thank you so much for being here. It's been a freaking blast. Congratulations on your win. I appreciate you keeping the tradition alive to where I never win on my own channel. And do you have any final words for those watching us live?
You know what? We strategically kept it super close. A 1-point win.
Yeah.
Planned out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, 14, 15, 16. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, we just want to thank you for having us.
This was so much fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was actually a little nervous about it. I've never done a blind battle. I'm going to look stupid. We're going to lose all our credibility.
Do we have any?
I don't know.
No, we're all friends here. It's just a good time with people with common interests, drinking whiskey, and just playing a drinking game like how you used to do back when we were in our early 20s,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I needed another reason to have a drink, right?
Oh, absolutely. And for all you guys watching at home, this is what we're here for. That way you have other people to hang out and have a great time with without risking drinking and driving and not being in that mental, emotional state of drinking alone. We are here for you. Tune into our channels, subscribe to Baker Drinks and Whiskey Wisdom and all the other people that have come through tonight that have shown just love for the community. Appreciate you guys being here. And next week we will be live again on Thursday night. I know Baker Drinks has a full schedule, very consistent every week. They're putting out multiple videos, and I try to put out at least one video a week on top of the lives on Thursday nights.
Absolutely love your little quickie reviews.
Thanks, man.
That holiday soft red wheat you did today, I was kind of stoked. We gave you that sample, and then you went out and found a bottle of your own, and it's crazy.
And dude, they were
how
completely
different they were. It's crazy
the
how
specs
different
were
they
completely different. I was so surprised.
Isn't it cool the transparency on that bottle, though?
Yeah, since we're both in Washington, I thought the specs on the bottle were going to be the same and that it was going to be boring getting the feedback.
Yeah,
but hearing that it was a completely different specs on the bottle, I was like, dude, that's so cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and Troy beat me to the comment apparently because I watched the video later in the day and I was like, oh, I should go check my bottle. And then I look in the comments and Troy had already answered. I was like, oh, okay.
Troy for the win.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to cut off the live. Just hang tight. All you guys watching us live, thanks for being here. Tune in to Baker Drinks when they go live on Saturday for their 1,000 subscribers celebration.
Appreciate
and I'm
that.
definitely going to pop in and raise a glass with them. And next Thursday, we'll be live here again. And I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.
Earn, protect, enjoy.
Earn, protect.